Navigate to Puducherry.
Navigating to Puducherry.
So, an exotic location, an intriguing vehicle, must be a road trip, right? Of course it is. I left Chennai earlier today and I'm making my way to the really cool, really hip coastal town that is Pondicherry. My vehicle for this drive, as you can see, is the Toyota Glanza.
The ECR is fantasy land for the road trip enthusiast, with roaring waves and swaying palms keeping you company as you cruise along. The Glanza's suspension setup is superb on the highway. The car handled great on ECR's corners, much to my delight. Mahabalipuram is a historic town that falls along this route, and its old temples and carved walls are definitely worth taking the time out to explore. Once we were done seeing the sights here, it was back on the ECR again and we reached Puducherry and a hotel by nightfall. The presence of a 12-volt output in the second row made things so convenient too. It meant that we could keep everything from our phones to camera batteries juiced up for the entire trip. The following morning, it was time to go Hatchin. We headed out early doors and made our way to Paradise Beach. The elevated path leading up to the secluded stretch of golden sand goes through some beautiful backwaters. Get there early enough and you can watch some local fishermen casting the nets out for the fresh first catch of the morning. From here, we headed to the legendary Pondy Promenade. This length of seaside tarmac is in the heart of the city's old French Quarter and plays host to some of its most iconic relics. The famous Gandhi Memorial is the crown jewel of this area and a must visit. Bang opposite is the old lighthouse with some brand new and quite cool graffiti adorning the walls right in front of it. From here, we headed to another icon of the French Quarter, the Our Lady of Angels Church. I won't even attempt to pronounce its name in French. The fourth oldest church in the region, it is also the only church to offer Mass in Hindi, English and Tamil. Pondy sightseeing done, we began a journey back to Chennai. We got into town around lunchtime. Perfect, because those hunger pangs were just beginning to creep up. I had heard about Writer's Cafe, and being a writer by trade, it only made sense to grab a bite there. The food was absolutely delicious and left us in good spirits for our last stop on this journey.
So we're back in Chennai. That's the iconic lighthouse of the Marina Beach behind me, just over my shoulder. And of course, also over my shoulder is the Glanza, which has been the car that I've been driving around on this short but sweet trip. A few final thoughts on what the car's been like. First off, the highway run that we had to Pondy on the famous ECR. Well, the engine offered nice punch. I could cruise nice and easy, no worries. In the city, here in Chennai, the traffic is crazy, so the CVT really came in handy then, because there's no clutching in, there's no gear shifting, none of that, no headaches. Makes life so much easier. The car looks fantastic. We've been turning heads all throughout the drive. There's a touchscreen, which is so intuitive, and of course it's got Android Auto, so you have your maps and everything right at your fingertips, literally. And there's a seat comfort. When you're on a drive like this, even if it's not too long, you want to be nice and comfortable in the car, and the Glanza offers that in spades. And then of course there's a reliability factor that comes with that Toyota badge right there. 3 years of warranty, 3 years of roadside assistance, so you know if you break down, if there's any problems, they're just a phone call away and your problem will be solved. So all in all, a great drive, a great car to do it in, and I hope you enjoyed watching this. I'll see you soon.